Do you want to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables because you know it will benefit your health, but struggle with the cost? Food prices in general seem to be rising for both animal based foods and fresh produce. So, what do you do? Skip the produce section and just rely on canned fruits and vegetables instead? You don't need to. If you're listening right now and are facing financial difficulties, I want to help. In this episode, I'll show you 3 effective ways to save precious dollars when shopping for fresh produce so you can stay plant based eating on a tight budget. These money saving strategies will enable you to continue a healthful plant based diet so you can thrive long term in this new lifestyle to transform your health. So, if you're ready to build up your health and keep money in your pocket, listen in. Welcome to the Plant Based Eating Made Easy podcast. I'm your host, Anna Zinn, plant based registered dietitian and transition coach. Hi, friend. Do you want to regain your health with plant based eating but feel overwhelmed and lost about how to do it? Do you feel it'll be hard to change your meat heavy diet and impossible with working, running the home, or chasing after the grandkids? If so, you're in the right place. Here you'll find simple strategies, clear nutrition guidance, and practical tips to help you thrive plant-powered with more energy. So if you're ready to ditch the guesswork and transform your health the stress-free way, cozy up now with a hot cup of tea or listen while you walk, and let me show you how doable plant-based eating can be. Let's do this. Many people think that eating a plant-based diet will be too expensive, so they don't do it or give up soon afterwards. But eating plant based can be enjoyable and cost saving if you know what money saving tips and strategies to use. So, if you want to learn how to eat plant based in a way that won't break the bank, I invite you to check out the online Plant Powered Life Transformation course. This 6-module online course will teach you the tips and tricks you need to confidently eat plant based on a budget and give you tasty, easy to make, yet affordable plant based recipes using commonly available ingredients. You'll walk away not only mastering the basics of plant based eating with practical strategies and essential skills, but also learn produce stretching and money saving hacks to help you start and thrive eating plant powered while saving money, time, and energy. Get more details about this course at plantnourish.com/PPLT course or see the link in the show notes. I can't wait for you to join me and the other students inside this course. Most of us know that fruits and vegetables are good for us and want to improve our health, so we do have a desire to add more of them to our meals. But even if we want to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables because we know they are healthy and good for us, certain things can stop us from doing so. One challenge could be that we just don't know how to turn these fresh vegetables into tasty plant based meals. Another challenge could be this: the cost factor. Fresh fruits and vegetables can seem more expensive to buy than foods like ultra processed, high refined sugar, packaged convenience products, and snacks. So it's easy to get tempted to make these choices instead. That's why I wanted to do this episode. Plant based eating can be enjoyable, doable, and affordable if you know the right produce stretching hacks and use smart money saving strategies. So, today, let me share 3 effective ways to save money in the produce section of your grocery store so you can start adding more fresh fruits and vegetables to your shopping cart with confidence. Now, if you want to save money, the first thing you need to do is to choose your produce carefully. Don't just run in and out the store and grab whatever you see or are used to. Pause and slow down in the produce section because there are 3 key things I want you to notice and check for when buying fresh fruits and vegetables. Here's the first key strategy: pick right. When buying fresh fruits and vegetables, you need to really pick right. Some of this may be intuitive. For example, I know many of you would naturally pick a perky bunch of leafy greens rather than a limp, wilted bunch. You'll also probably pick fresher looking mushrooms over a plastic wrap container with mushrooms that already contain brown spots. But some of this may not be intuitive. For example, it's important to choose asparagus and mushrooms with fresh stem ends if you want them to keep longer in the fridge. So don't pick those with already dried out bottom ends. It would also be smart to choose greener bananas to bring home over ones that are perfectly yellow and ripe at the store. Greener bananas won't get spots and become overripe as fast after you bring them home, giving you more days to really enjoy them. I provide other tips like this inside my online Plant Power Life Transformation course. So when buying produce, remember to choose carefully and pick right. This will give you more time to use and enjoy that fruit or vegetable and less stress in trying to use it up before it goes bad. The second key strategy to use is this: choose less mechanically processed. Take a walk in the produce section and you'll notice that fresh produce can come in different forms. For example, romaine lettuce can be bought as single bunches or packaged in a bag cut and pre-washed to use and eat right away. The same can be said for other kinds of produce like cabbages, watermelons, and butternut squash. These can be bought whole or in packaged form, such as butternut squash noodles, shredded cabbage slaw, or as melon wedge segments sealed in plastic wrapping. There's nothing inherently wrong with these more mechanically processed versions of fresh produce. In many cases, they can be a time saver, allowing you to use them right away to create meals and dishes. However, keep this in mind. Because they come pre-cut and mechanically processed, expect them to be at a higher price, so you will get less for your money. And sometimes the cost difference can be significant. The other day, I looked and compared the price of a bag of matchstick cut carrots to that of a bag of baby carrots and a bag of regular sized carrots, and here's what I found. The unit price for the 2-pound or nearly 1 kilogram bag of regular carrots was only 44 cents per 100 grams. The 5-pound or 2.25 kilogram bag was even cheaper at 33 cents per 100 grams. In contrast, though, the bag of baby carrots was 64 cents per 100 grams, and the pre-cut matchstick carrots, it was 95 cents per 100 grams, so nearly triple in cost compared to the 5-pound bag of carrots. Can you see the big difference in cost that can result from the same produce item, just sold in different forms? Now, even if you wanted to save time prepping and cutting in the kitchen, I want you to know this: you still don't need to pay this extra amount. That's because it's super easy to grate carrots and cabbage at home yourself in barely any time. All you need is a large whole cheese grater, box grater, or a food processor. So if your goal is to really save money, then choose less packaged and mechanically processed fresh produce where possible. Now this brings us to the third key strategy: check the unit price. If you want to save money when shopping for fresh produce, it's important to compare unit prices using price per 100 grams or per kilogram between fresh produce options. Why? Because I hate to say it, but store advertising can sometimes be really tricky and deceptive. Sometimes a sale promotion can seem like a good deal when it is really only 10 to 20 cents cheaper off the regular price. But then we get swayed to buy way more than we need. But worse still, sometimes the sale promotion for an item is not even worth it. Here's a great example. Recently, I was in the store and saw this promotional deal advertised for bags of navel oranges. There was a bright yellow and red sign prominently displayed saying "Weekly Special" and a price of about $5.90 in US dollars for a 3-pound or 1.3 kilogram bag containing 6 oranges. But on the shelf below were large navel oranges sold singly for sale, with an equally alluring yellow and red color sales sign saying "Special Offer" of $1.69 US dollars per pound of oranges. So how do you know which is the better buy? You need to compare them by looking at the unit price. In the case of the bag of navel oranges, the unit price turned out to be 59 cents per 100 grams, whereas the individually sold oranges, it had a unit price of only 50 cents per 100 grams. And since oranges can be relatively heavy, just buying a couple could really add up in cost savings. So despite the seductive weekly special sale sign for the bagged oranges, it would actually be more cost saving just to get the single oranges on their own. See what I mean? So don't get easily influenced by those grocery store promotions and signs. It always pays to look more carefully. Remember that the supermarket's goal is to get you to spend money, not save money. But now you know, so you can be smarter than that. Checking the price per 100 grams or per kilogram is a great way to level the playing field and help you objectively compare two produce options. So today we looked at some tactics stores can use to get you to spend more and smart ways to save money on fresh fruits and vegetables so you can buy more for less. These are to 1. Pick right, 2. Choose less mechanically processed options, and 3. Check the unit price. Now here's an action step you can take. Pick one or more of these cost-saving strategies shared today and try it out the next time you go grocery shopping for fresh produce. If you want to learn more ways to save money and get the most out of what you buy, come join my online Plant Power Life Transformation course. Get more details about this course at plantnourish.com/PPLT course or see the link in the show notes. I look forward to supporting you more on your plant-based diet journey through this course. Thank you for listening to the Plant-Based Eating Made Easy podcast. If this podcast has helped you, please take a moment to rate and leave a written review on the Apple Podcast app or on iTunes. Knowing how this podcast has made a difference in your life never fails to light me up. I may also select your review to be read on the show. Remember that moving to plant-based eating can be simple and doable, even with your existing health challenges and busy lifestyle. If you have a plant-based diet question you'll like me to answer on this show, share that question with me using the contact options in the show notes. Thanks for joining me today, and I can't wait to connect with you again in the next episode. Until next time, keep plant-focused and thriving, my friend.